Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Am I an introvert or extrovert? Peace. Introvert. Can I get a hello there? Extrovert. Why are introverts and extroverts so misunderstood? I get a lot of questions around social anxiety, people who are socially awkward. They're having nervous panic attacks, and I've been down that road. And I tapped into the secret to see that it's all about introverts and extroverts and how we see these two dynamics at play. Okay, picture the setting. You see that person in the club. They're a party animal. They love going out and socializing. We say they're an extrovert. We see someone who we don't see them because they're at home. They're reading Osho, they're meditating, they're aligning their chakras. We say they are an introvert. What's the difference between these two people? What if I told you they are the same person, but we only see the side of people they want to show to us? Generally, introverts are people that internalize their feelings, actions, and behaviors. And extroverts externalize their feelings, actions, and behaviors. I've seen along my journey, I am sometimes introverted and sometimes extroverted. So it's all around contrast. So I had a great teacher back at school who said, when I was doing theater studies, acting is a shy man's revenge. So if you are naturally shy or reserved, laid back, you may be here to explore your extroverted side. That's your challenge. If you are naturally outgoing, very social, you don't find it hard to mingle, your challenge may be to practice more meditation, to be more calmer. I say it doesn't matter if you are introverted or extroverted. The only thing that matters is whether you love yourself 100%. What's the difference between someone who is really quiet in their workplace? Shh, they don't make a sound. But when they go home, they're hoovering, singing Hakuna Matata, dancing, talking so loud. At work, you think of them as an introvert. But when they are by themselves, they become an extrovert. So what are we seeing here? It's all about where people feel comfortable, their energetic boundaries. So if you have anxiety, you have to ask yourself, are you honoring your energetic boundaries? Because in certain environments, we feel comfortable. In certain environments, we feel nervous. Certain people bring out the extrovert in us. Certain people bring out the introvert in us. Because all relationships are based on resonance. And the greatest relationships have the highest resonance. So if you're talking to someone, yap, 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 and you don't really like what they're talking about, you're not feeling it, you may appear introverted. So now they think you are a really quiet person. But you're not. It's just that there is no resonance. If you're talking to someone and you're really animated, there is so much resonance that this allows you to tap into your true authenticity 100%. And that is the biggest secret. It's all about surrendering to who you truly are. Because all anxiety is born out of the desire to escape the present moment. I say, let's look at where does the introvert thrive? Where does the extrovert thrive? I used to work with autistic children and people with ADHD. I still do. Counseling more now. And the boy I was working with, he was, some might say, an extrovert. He had ADHD. That's just a label, by the way. What happened? Sometimes he didn't want to go to class. He was standing up for what he believed in. He had an affirmative yes and an affirmative no. Do you want to go to class? No, I'm not going. Very extroverted. If we flip it around and he said, yes, I want to go to class, but he really didn't want to go, I would have said, okay, let's go to class. And I might have labeled him an introvert because he was just doing what I told him to do. But we have to see that if you are being true to yourself, that is wonderful. That is where the extrovert thrives. For saying, wait a minute, being free is our birthright. As human beings, we should all be free. We should all live in tune with nature and harmony and become our greatest versions. I'm standing up for the people. Yeah, that's very extroverted, but that's how I really feel. So that's where it thrives. Okay, where does the introvert thrive? Well, if you are a so-called extrovert, sometimes we don't want to be alone. We are terrified of having that alone time, which in essence is just us reconnecting back to our true, authentic selves. So you just go along to get along. You're laughing at jokes which aren't funny. You're trying so hard to fit in. But the so-called introvert is knowing thyself. They are going into nature. They are going on a retreat. They are going on the journey within. They haven't got time to be around people and having meaningless connections because they are all about authenticity, real connections. That is where the introvert thrives. But in truth, I've seen we all have a bit of introvert and extrovert within us. It's all about fusing the two, ending the mirage of separation and becoming whole. I have seen it's a wonderful time to be living in. We all have to express ourselves 100%. And more so, assumptions make bad conclusions. How well do we know other people? The question should be, how well do we know ourselves? You see people on Facebook putting up these pictures, but you don't know if they are really like that. Because we are all multi-dimensional beings having a human experience. What's helped me along my journey is realizing if you have social anxiety, it's not about placing people on a pedestal to say, okay, they are better than me, because now you lose your power. You externalize power. To free yourself of all of that, you have to see that when the hierarchy disappears, you feel calmer. And more so, it's about letting go of the labels. Because we label people to control people. You are an introvert, you are an extrovert. But the truth is, I've never seen just a quiet person. I've never seen just a loud person. I've seen a mixture of the two. I say, love yourself 100% and be happy for what the universe is expressing through you. We are here having fun. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.